Boy, what a week it has been here on Sportswire Radio. First, we had this guy on, this man beast, War Machine Rhino, who's only the most recent TNA Impact Wrestling Hall of Famer. Then we had on some guy, World War Stud Bronson, who next weekend is wrestling WWE legend Savio Vega, who once upon a time wrestled Stone Cold Steve Austin in WrestleMania. And then last night we had on the Eternal Flame, James Fury, who only was part of one of the biggest segments in Major League Wrestling of all of 2024. How do we top it? Well, the company that helped build Sportswire Radio, the company that helped Sportswire Radio get to 1,375 subscribers. We are in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the company that is the definition of it. And they have got a huge show coming up here this Saturday in the Palo Community Center where they are coming back. You might want to say, with New Year's like vengeance. We're going to run through the card. We're going to get to a couple of different things, have some surprises, who knows, whatever else. But to join me here to talk about a six-man tag that, you know what? I would just want to say tread very lightly. The only place I would want to be is sitting down in the Palo Community Center watching. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I've already donated 2 tickets to that show. So if you want to go and watch in my place, you're in luck. And I'm going to talk about this and everything else. But since these guys are here, and I usually don't do it, and I'm fired up right now because it's been 1 week for the ages, not only for Sportswire Radio, but for the wrestling community. I'm going to give these guys that introduction because it's these guys that helped build Sportswire Radio to be in the only place where all wrestling matters. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for that introduction on Sportswire Radio, the number one global radio station. So we're done! Without further ado, here on the Sports Report, number one global sports show from one of the premier wrestling companies in the whole world, and the company that helped build Sportswire Radio to get to Rhino, World War Stud Bronson, and the Eternal Flame, James Fury. Ladies and gentlemen, simply put, these are the eye of professional wrestling. Ace Diamond and the Chop Master, one half of the River City Dogs and the Switchblades. His name is simply put Freddie Daniels, and the man that was recently the reigning, defending IMF heavyweight champion of the world, the man that is certainly living in his own galaxy. He is the Galactic Maniac, 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 Fisto, and the man that was the first ever backyard wrestler to come on Sportswire Radio. One of the most beloved figures in Sportswire Radio and wrestling history. He is, simply put, once upon a time, America's resident rock star, but he still is the resident cat dad, the resident blogger, the resident rock star of the galaxy, Sean Joey. How are we doing?
Oh, that was beautiful.
Well, it's been 1 week.
You said my name the best. Just say.
Well, you know what?
Best introduction on the webs.
Well, you know what? Rhino enjoyed the introduction, so we'll take it. We'll take it from you guys. But obviously, there's only so much time in a day, and you guys are a part of a match here, a really, really intriguing match. I'm gonna put that poster up because I'm going with you, Sean Jovi first. Jovi, I remember on Christmas Day. I remember it like yesterday. You will call yourself the draw now. You call yourself the draw of Sportswire Radio. I think Rhino might have respectfully took some of that title away, but you did say that
it's expected. It's expected.
Well, thank you, Rhino, for coming on. We'll get to him later on. But, Sean Jovi, you talked about tag team wrestling. You talked about wanting to team with a best friend. Well, you know what? You're going to be teaming with one guy that is one of your best friends right there. But you also got some significant competition here. And you got the Switchblades, and you wanted to start off 2025 on a better note. Well, Sean Jovi, for those that are listening and watching here in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the platform that you most certainly helped build to get to Rhino. Tell us what we can expect this Saturday. Sold-out crowd, Palo Community Center, New Year's Vengeance, 6-man tag, you, Mephisto, and Dirty against the Switchblades and Ace Diamond.
Well, Tom, first off, Happy New Year, everybody on Sportswire Radio. Haven't seen you on here since last year. But as far as teaming goes and what we talked about on Christmas, yes, I wanted to get into tag team wrestling. I wanted to explore. But I couldn't figure out which partner I wanted. Mephisto, my best friend, or somebody who I've teamed with recently as well, Dirty Donnie. So I went to IMF Management. I'm like, well, can I have both? And they're like, yeah, we'll throw that Carney fuck Ace on their team. And we got a 6-man tag. So I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I get to try something new. And this is going to be great. I get to team with my best friend, my dirty brother from another mother. And I get to kick some Switchblade ass. What more can you ask for?
I'm going to get to the Switchblades in a minute. But Mephisto, this has got to be personal. You got a lot of history with Ace Diamond. You also had a lot what happened to you last year at Winter Clash, the last show of the year in the IMF, the 1-year anniversary of the IMF and live indoor venues. And this is a way to start the year off strong, Mephisto, with one of your best friends in Sean Jovi. And tell us what we can expect from you coming up this Saturday.
Brother, this weekend's all about retribution. It's all about getting back what I lost. I fell down the mountain. I went down the ladder. I'm at the bottom again, brother, and there's no arguing against it. I took Omen to his own game, and I thought I could take him out and get the best of him. But we've seen the future, and that held not too good for me or the foundation in general. Which brings me to my point of wanting to team up with my foundation brothers, Dirty and Jovi. I'm here to prove that the foundation isn't as cracked as everyone seems to think it is.
Is the foundation a thing, though? Does it exist? Soldier was here at the beginning of the year, literally. He was here January 2nd, and I'm not sure, does the foundation exist still? I mean, Justin Parsley's teaming up with him, Felix Jones. I mean, is the foundation a thing still?
The foundation's an ever-growing thing, brother. It's always, evolving, changing, absorbing what it needs to do.
And no matter what happens,
but Omen left.
But no matter what happens, the foundation was more than a stable to most people. It was a brotherhood. And yeah, Omen Black betrayed. Him and his goons left me for dead on the ramp. Literally, yes. I was out. I don't even know what happened.
Uncalled for, brother. Uncalled for.
Exactly. Maybe it was because I didn't shake Steele's hand, but whatever.
It's the house of boo-hoos, I'm going to call them. It's like all of them are boo-hoo crybabies every time I see anything about them.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at their cheap little Goodwill shirts they had. They all matched. It was so adorable.
Well, I'm not going to go down that road.
Horrible.
I'll leave that for the main event, and I'll let individuals who are going to be across the apron from the House of Wolves certainly have at it. But I'm going with you, Ace Diamond. Ace Diamond, obviously, this is personal for you, just as much as it's personal for Mephisto, because you got quite a history with him, and you got quite a history with Sean Jovi. And tell us what we can expect from you, Freddie, and what to expect here this Saturday, Palo Community Center.
See that, Tom? That's a treadmill right there. Ace has been running thousands and thousands of miles getting ready. He's been putting in the work, lifting weights, sparring. I always say that I'm just a manager, but come the year's vengeance, you're gonna find Ace is a little bit of wrestler too. I think.
Really? Ace? Yeah, really?
Yeah, a little bit. What is so funny? Why is that funny?
Oh, brother. Ooh.
What?
Wait a minute.
I just find it too funny, brother. It's too funny. You're gonna call yourself a wrestler all of a sudden, brother? Oh, come on, give me a break.
You can barely manage your own team.
Barely
How are you
the
gonna
Switchblades
wrestle?
won last month. Gino, the Switchblades won last month. If you think about it, we're on a streak now. And Ace Diamond managed Prince to a championship. Let's not forget that either. And now you say my managing sucks? Well, then I'm going to be a real bad wrestler according to you. But you know what's funny?
You were at Anarchy in the Wreck.
Yeah, and guess what? I won. Thanks for bringing it up.
I won, but I squashed your
I'm
ass.
going with Freddie.
If I remember correctly, Sheila won last month. The Switchblades won last month, but you two lost last month. And Dirty Donnie, he didn't even wrestle last month. And when he did get in the ring, some bad stuff happened.
That's going to happen again.
Now, you, Jovi, you said you wanted to sit there and go and explore tag team and all that. No, what happened was you got too scared of being in the singles because you kept losing. So you had to go run to your friend, and then you had to go run to Dirty because you're scared that me and Johnny were going to beat you and Mephisto. And then management came to me and Ace and Johnny, and they were like, hey, you guys got to find a sixth man. And me and Johnny looked at Ace, and we told him, Ace, you can be a wrestler. You're going to be our sixth man. And now look.
Maybe
he's been training. He's ready to get in the ring, and we're going to beat you this weekend.
Brother, you only got Ace because no one else wants to work with you.
But Ace, with all due respect, you're managing. You've had some success. I would definitely say that Freddie's had success. Prince has got the Midwestern States Championship. You've certainly done a lot here over the past year, but I don't know much about your in-ring experience. So how do all of a sudden you'll be able to compensate for the lack of true in-ring experience here coming up this Saturday? A treadmill's great, but the last I checked, a treadmill isn't the same as the ring. So tell the audience how you're going to be able to compensate for that and be victorious. I'd be curious for the audience. And there you go.
Jovi put it perfectly. Anarchy in the Wreck. We won. You look at, I wrestled Soldier GP when he was world champion. I won't go over the result of that match, but I was in it and I didn't die. So I think I can do a little better this match. I'm only getting better and better.
As if I don't destroy you.
Okay, I mean, I don't know what
when we first got catching
recently, so he ain't got to worry about that.
But there is a point to be made here, Sean Jovi, is that Ace is feeling pretty confident. Freddie and Johnny Walker, they're up and comers. In fact, Freddie is here. He's the future. He's held gold multiple times already, and there's no question that these guys have arrived. Whereas you, Sean Jovi, your 2024 to end. I mean, it was pitiful. I mean, it was lost after loss, you were left for dead at the end of Winter Clash. And Freddie made a great point that a lot of people have been making about you over the past month. Jovi gets opportunity after opportunity. Jovi, almost because of who he knows, gets in these positions. So you know what? These guys are hungry. They have something to prove, and they're going to certainly be motivated to show everybody why this failures tour that Jovi's been on the second half of 2024 is going to continue despite it being a different calendar year.
People can believe what they want, Tom. The voice of the people, that's what matters. They're eligible to say whatever the hell they want. But I know the truth. The truth is I will be coming back stronger than ever. Now I know we've seen people say it before. People say that I'm not going to recover from this. Bullshit. I am the resident rock star. I'm still America's resident rock star, whether people believe it or not. Inside of me, I am America and its resident rock star. It doesn't matter at the end of the day whether it's win, lose, or draw, because I still have my pride and dignity, and that's all I need to keep going on and make all wrestling matter once and for all. It's all I need.
Well, we're going to certainly find out. There's no question about that. And if you're here, do me a favor, hit the sub button for the IMF, hit the sub button for Sean Jovi, and we're going to be talking a lot here over the next 90 or so minutes about the entire card here for New Year's Vengeance. So please go out there, hit a sub button for Sean Jovi and the IMF. But, Mephisto, I want to come back to you because I only got so much time here. But, it seems like that trouble might be coming this Saturday. And I see something different in your eyes. And I don't know if I should say it or not, but I really hope tonight on this platform there won't be any trouble between you and Ace Diamond, because I see the way you're looking at Ace right now. And I would just hope that, you guys maybe save it a little bit for the ring here this Saturday and in front of a sold-out crowd at the Palo Community Center. But I don't know, Mephisto. I'm just looking like you might want to give a fistful to Ace Diamond there. And I just say, leave it for Saturday.
Brother, it's funny you should say such a thing because I've been getting a whiff over here since he started talking all that, the four-letter word that starts with an S, ends with a D, brother. Smells just like him every time he talks. And I think I might have him that D where he is. So, Ace, why don't you do me a favor, brother? Why don't you just stay where you're at? Just stay right there, brother. I'm gonna come find you, brother. Stay right there, brother.
What do you mean? We stay right here? What does he mean by that? Stay right
I
here?
don't know, but I hope he chokes your ass out.
I'll be back. I like to.
Trouble at Sportswire.
Mephisto's so scared he's running off.
It's happened to Joey. It's happened to others. Just whatever you do, just go on your route to the Palo Community Center. We don't want any trouble here on this platform. We don't want it. We don't need it. The people here just want to talk to the IMF wrestlers. We don't need it, especially after the last IMF show we had here on this platform, where literally one guy was smoking a cigarette, the other guy was bleeding. We don't need this. If you're here, though, right now, whatever you do, if you need to call the 911, call the police, because to me, these men have left. They've left the stream. Where are these men? I don't know, but whatever it is, just these men, we don't want any trouble here on this platform. Whatever it is, just save it for the ring in the Palo Community Center. Ace Diamond, Freddie, did Ace say too much? I don't know, but where is Ace and where is Mephisto? Guys, what's going on here? All hell is broken loose.
I guess I hope to see Ace Diamond back with a black eye.
Why are you resident guitar hero, okay? It's just had to go and do some stuff. Mephisto's too scared. He ran off. Now it's just me and you. The resident Wisconsin guitar hero. And that's all you'll ever be. So go get your cheese hat. Go watch your Packers lose. And come to Iowa and get your ass whooped this Saturday.
The Packers actually did lose last week. So.
Yeah. Let's not talk about the Packers. We barely had a quarterback who had half an arm, but whatever. Freddie, yeah, boo-hoo, yes, boo-hoo, Freddie. And
but where is Ace Diamond and Mephisto? I have been doing this a long time, and these two guys.
Don't worry about where Ace is, okay?
Yeah,
well, we should be.
Yeah,
but go ahead, Joe.
You don't need him.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that Ace Diamond?
I told you. Don't worry about where Ace is.
Ace
is always fine.
But this isn't mine.
That's Mephisto.
What is this?
This really is.
How'd you get over there? What are you doing there? I told you to wait right there, brother.
Bro,
I got relationship up. Wait right there, bro. I'm coming after you again, bro.
This is some intergalactic bullshit.
It was Ace talking. Ace, you might want to leave. Ace, you might want to leave.
Yeah,
Yes, we can
I'm
hear
gonna
you.
leave.
I'm gonna leave, man.
Get out of here, Mephisto.
I'm gonna get out of here, Tom. Thank you for having me. I gotta get the hell out of here.
Mephisto, go. Get out. Just get out, Mephisto. Mephisto, Freddie, I told you to be worried about Ace, and he shows up
I'm
on
not
Mephisto.
worried about Ace. He's been running on the treadmill. He can run from Mephisto
Running
all
in the
day.
treadmill and running in the ring are two completely different things. His life could be in jeopardy here. We are really, what on earth here? Thank you, Abraham Storm. What on earth did we just see right now? I've never seen this before.
We just seen Ace proving that all he needs to do is run and let me and Johnny do the work like we always do, and we're fine.
Cat bitch.
That
No,
was
he's not a scaredy cat. He's smart.
right now.
See, Mephisto told him to stay there. Why would he listen to Mephisto? Huh? He's just proving that he's smart.
Clearly,
unlike
they're in the same
Mephisto.
building, so who knows what's
You know what?
happening
The
between
only
those two
time
right
I've
now.
seen a chase like this was the OJ chase. Ladies and gentlemen, if you
Oh,
are watching this right now,
let's not bring that up.
is Ace Diamond going to get into the Bronco here and drive to the Palo Community Center? Wait a minute. That's Ace Diamond without his jacket on. Ace, what are you doing? Get out of here, Ace. Get out of here, Ace.
Get out of here!
Thank you. Listen, Ace, you better get out
Brother,
of here.
where'd you go again?
That's Mephisto.
See, Mephisto, Ace is
No,
proving
no,
that
no,
he's
no.
dummy.
How is this possible?
This can't be. No. Ace Diamond, you better watch yourself. You ain't going to make it to Palo Community Center this Saturday. 6 o'clock, the doors open. Bell time, 6:30. You better. We don't want any more trouble here on this platform. I'm telling you. You better watch it.
He's lucky I didn't find his ass.
Bro, you wait till Saturday. I'm gonna get my hand. I know exactly what you're gonna be Saturday, brother. I know exactly what you're gonna be.
You two gentlemen, listen. For your safety, Ace Diamond, you're going to run out of breath, and you're going to collapse either on the treadmill. You're going to collapse on the floor from wherever you are. You got any final words for this? And you got any final words even for that Midwestern States Championship where Prince Achia is defending that title against JoJo Jackson? If you can get a breath or two out of you.
Prince is gonna win, and then we're just move on. We're gonna win everything. Diamonds all the way. That's all I gotta say, Tom. And before you judge Ace,
Get out of here, Ace. You
this
ain't
is
gonna make
1,000 miles.
You're an alien
1,000
and
miles. That's all this is.
You're going to collapse on this platform, and we don't want a heart attack. You're a heart attack waiting to happen. Thank you very much, Ace Diamond. Listen, he's going to go. He's out of here. You all gentlemen, you're going to be there in the Palo Community Center. You're going to be wrestling each other. Freddie Daniels, you got any final words for this and for these two gentlemen? Because Ace Diamond, I just hope and pray he doesn't collapse and he doesn't make it to the Palo Community Center. You have anything you want to say here, Freddie Daniels, before we go and let you hopefully get to the Palo Community Center safely, unlike Ace Diamond?
All I want to say is I have confidence in my team. I have confidence in myself. And I have confidence that these two and Dirty Donnie are just some scared, stupid little wrestlers who are going to lose.
Well, right now, Ace Diamond, I'm worried for his health. I'm worried for his safety. And the only other thing I could say I've seen similar to this is maybe when OJ was in the Bronco chase on, the California freeway. And for those that are out there in California, we certainly want to give our thoughts and prayers out there. Everybody dealing with the wildfires out there. That's certainly one thing. And Ace Diamond might be dealing with wildfire right now with especially Mephisto and Sean Joby, the resident rock.
That close, brother. I was that close.
I
smelled it.
I don't even know I've never seen this before. Literally, I've been here 6 years, right? My 6-year anniversary is next Friday. Join us for that. I just had Rhino on, James Fury, and Stud Bronson in a span of less than 6 days. And that pales into comparison to what I've just seen two wrestlers in a time travel, in a time warp, in each other's glass here. It's bizarre. It's bizarre to put it kindly here. In this chat we're all
It's slippery, brother.
Well,
Why
you know
do you
what?
think the intergalactic thing existed on my vlog?
No,
That's
it
how
really is
works.
real. I think this is the only thing I've seen compared to the Bronco.
I'm intergalactic, all right?
Well, you might
Yeah,
be.
can you switch screens with
You
this
have
stuff?
been that champion.
I don't
but
think you
Sean
can.
Joby, I'm giving you the
I'm a
floor.
good kind of guy. I'm the true intergalactic
You know
champ, all
what,
right?
Sean Joby, do you have anything you want to say about what we just saw or any other thoughts before this Saturday, Palo Community Center, 6-man tag, switchblades, and if Ace Diamond even makes it, if he doesn't collapse against, of course, you, Mephisto, and Dirty.
Freddie, you got part of what you said right. You said Guitar Hero, but you kind of put an extra word in there. You see, I don't know how to play guitar, but if there's one thing I know, it's to be a hero. And like you said, Tom, all the heroes out there trying to put out the California fires, prayers and blessings to all of them. But the hero inside of me, Freddie, needs to take down the Switchblades and Ace. Why? Because you're in my way. You're in Mephisto's way. You're in Dirty's way. The dirty rock stars of the galaxy are coming to dethrone the Switchblades from whatever high horse they're sitting on. And it's not a very good horse because you have Ace Diamond as the fucking mule.
Oh my God, Jovi cursed! Jovi cursed! Jovi don't curse! Jovi is one of the most beloved figures, and he literally just dropped an F-bomb. If I would have knew any sooner, I would have basically blurped that out. Sean Jovi, the resident rock star, the resident cat dad, the resident vlogger, has just released an F-bomb. He's just released an F-bomb. If you thought what's been going on in the world right now, Israel and Hamas have a ceasefire. We've seen what's going on around the world. Sean Jovi's had enough. He's had enough of the taunts the last few months. He's had enough about what happened to him at Winter Clash. He has now dropped the F-bomb, and Freddie takes the jacket off. This is a bizarre night, to say the least.
It's bizarre, but Freddie, I hope you're ready. Because last time we were in the ring, I destroyed you. And you called yourself the RCW champion at that time.
Every time I'm in the ring with you, brother, I destroy you.
Yeah, you're like the most destroyable person on the roster. You're small, you're scrawny, and easy to throw around. What makes
I love giving him a tour, brother. It's my favorite thing next to giving Ace one.
And I love dropping the bass. Why don't we do it this Saturday? Let's just
drop that sounds like a plan, brother.
I may be the smallest. I may be the scrawniest. But the thing about me that no one ever understands is that I always get back up. It's what the crowd loves about me, actually. They love that about me more than your losing streak right now. So you guys are going into this with the crowd behind me being the underdog instead of the crowd behind you guys being the foundation.
Mephisto, you got the last word. We don't want any more trouble here tonight. You got the floor, Mephisto. You got the last words on this match and more.
I'm going to keep it short and simple, brother.
Yes,
I'm ready to run through the tag team championships and get myself a tag team gold belt. I've had the singles belts. I figured I might as well down in some tag team. And if the Switchblades and Ace Diamond are my first stepping stone to get to that certain path and that goal, then I will more than happily step on that stone, brother.
Well, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. It's gonna be Johnny Walker. It's going to be Freddie Daniels. And if Ace Diamond makes it, if he makes it to the Palo Community Center against Dirty Donnie, Sean Jovi, the resident rock star, and Mephisto. Boy, this is one for the ages here. And there is no question that we'll certainly have a lot to talk about here coming up. Fellas, I'm going to thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank
Any
you.
more trouble? And Freddie, I hope Ace is okay, and I hope that he gets some.
Of course he's okay.
Good.
Find him an inhaler, will you?
We'll give him that.
He's getting a lot more than that, bro. He's getting Depends. He's going to need brown pants.
We'll leave
His
that
pants
to
are already
everybody
brown.
else. But I'll leave that at that. Thank you, fellas. We'll see you all here very soon. And before I bring on our next guest, what on earth? I don't know. Zilla, you're going to have to wait. I'm going to say hello to the Tribal Cheese. How you doing, Tribal Cheese? Dirty did want to say it'll be a dirty day for the switch hitters. Thank you, Dakota. I'll get to you. I want to say hello to our friends in BTW. Thank you for tuning in. Johnny Walker did call Ace the greatest of all time, but I don't know. Hopefully his health will be okay. Ace, you're going to take a tour to where Dirty works. Drop the bass, my man. Yeah, we'll find out. But, it's time to bring on our next guest. And, boy, if you thought what happened here just a few minutes ago was wild, wait until this man is here. And, well, you're not alone right now because I'm going to bring up a man that he lives, and, boy, is he going to have something to say here? and it's going to be unsanctioned. Wait a minute. He's back. It's Mr. Brightside, the most unpredictable man in our sport, with the most controversial figure, maybe in wrestling history, Anthony Steele. This is a match that was born on this platform, almost similar to what I just saw between Mephisto and Ace Diamond. And Mr. Brightside, where on earth have you been? And what on earth are we going to see from you coming up this Saturday? Palo Community Center, unsanctioned match between you and Anthony Steele. You've wanted this match for 2 months? Well, now you got it. And you got to turn your mic. I know you haven't been on Sportswire in a while. Unmute your mic, please. Yeah.
I told you he's not the brightest of the fucking bunch.
Obviously. Mr. Brightside, please unmute yourself. Otherwise, Anthony will be. Yes, we see you, Mr. Brightside.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to this text thing here.
Well, you better get used to it now because Anthony Steele is right across the window from you, and he will talk for 45 minutes if you don't.
Well, I would just like to thank you for the time that you give us here on Sportswire Radio. I missed you, Tom.
I appreciate that. Yes,
You
it's not
may
about
not have seen me, but I have seen a lot of you. Had a lot of good guests on lately.
Rhino was here on Friday.
Rhino was here.
Rhino was a lifetime moment, but you're here now with Anthony Steele, and I want to know about what on earth can we expect this Saturday?
Hi, Anthony, Mr. Steele. How you doing? It's been a little bit.
Just preparing for what I'm about to do to you on Saturday, man.
Well, that's what we're here for. So let's dive into it. And I'll tell you what. I'll let you have the floor. I'll let you
wait. You're gonna give Anthony the floor? You'll never get it back.
He doesn't have much to say because he knows that I have
a lot to say. No, that was the last segment. That was Ace Diamond running away. This is Anthony Steele. I mean, Mr. Brightside, what a bizarre strategy.
Tom,
I'll go with it. Yes, sir.
Tom, if I may, you would ask me, what have I been doing? Where have I been?
Yes, I'd love to know.
I have been doing my homework. See, I was wrong about something lately, but
you have.
But I want to know about Anthony. I want to know where Anthony's at. I want to know where Mr. Steele, the real deal, is in his head. How do you feel knowing?
I'm in the same mindset as I was when it was announced last month. I'm in the same mindset that I'm going to fucking destroy you. Because I got two things on my mind come this Saturday. One, show the world that when it comes to Anthony Steele versus WCE members, WCE ain't got shit on the real deal. And number two is the fact that you are so stupid that you've let yourself fall into place where I can do anything I want to you. Just like Jovi last month, he made a match that he himself knew he couldn't win. And now with an unsanctioned match, anything goes. No one can stop me. No one can cause me to get my hands off of you. That's
before we really get into this, Anthony, let me ask you this: what happens when all that brute strength and physicality that got you through Three Doors Down with Sean Jovi to walk out as still the United States champion? What happens when you do all of that and this fight doesn't have anything to do with that? See, the thing about this is you can use your muscles and your body and throw me around and hit me as much as you want. But what happens when I don't stay down? What happens what do you got in you? Maybe 5 minutes of a good beating that I can take. I don't know if you noticed, but I can take it. What happens when all that bravado doesn't pay off? What happens when I get into your mind? Because that's all this is all about. Yes, you're bigger than me. You're stronger than me. You can beat me down. There's no way I have a hand-to-hand fight with you. it's just, and you keep saying that I'm stupid, but it's me getting in there, in here, right in here. There you go.
See, that's where you got it all wrong. Because Jovi, I let the world think last month that Jovi did that. I let the world think that Jovi got in my head and that he had the advantage going in here. So what makes you think that you can get in my head like Jovi thought he could?
Because Jovi isn't Brightside.
You're
See,
right. You're
I
right.
was born in here. See, Mr. Steele, or should I say Mr. Holloway? Anthony
Holloway. I don't know anybody.
Anthony Holloway. Oh, Tom, don't you play? Don't you
I don't
play
know
the?
anybody named. We're
Well,
live.
you might not know who Mr.
I don't know
Holloway
anybody
is,
named
but
Anthony
Anthony over there, Mr. Tony Boy, he
Tony.
knows exactly. He knows exactly who Anthony Holloway is. And it's
You
like,
do?
and here's the thing. I guess we'll get into it, Anthony.
Let's get into it.
For the longest time, I thought I had you figured out. I did. Just another loudmouth, with muscles
you get
and a
for thinking.
stupid catchphrase, right? You were a dime a dozen showman, hiding behind bravado and the bright lights. I was wrong. That's where it is. I was wrong. You are so much more and so much less than that. See, you've been hiding, Anthony. Hiding
I've been
from
right
the
here.
truth.
I don't know.
I
don't know what I'm hiding
You are
from,
right
but-
there, but you're hiding from the cracks in the foundation, from who you really are. See, and I'll admit at first I didn't see it, but then I dug a little deeper. I did my homework, and now I know everything.
You know everything? Wait a minute. You know everything?
Oh, Tom, just wait. See, you're
I
laughing.
would
You're
love
making
to, I
your
would,
jokes.
dude, I
No.
would love to know what everything is.
See,
Because
it's-
everything is already out. It's out. Everyone
That's
knows
the
everything about me.
That's the funny thing, isn't it? How the past has a way of catching up. How the sins of a father are never too far behind.
Sins of
Oh,
a father.
he left you, didn't he, Anthony?
Whoa.
He
What's that?
your dad,
left who?
your father. He walked out.
Anthony took the glasses off. This is unheard of. Anthony took the
See, I
glasses
know.
off.
He
took the
walked
glasses
out.
off.
He walked
took the
out.
glasses off.
He walked right through that door. He didn't look back, did he? Left you and that mother of
That's
yours
a bit
to
personal, Mr.
to
White.
fend
We don't
for
want
yourself.
trouble here tonight on Sportswire.
No,
we don't
no,
want
no,
any trouble.
no. See, this is Anthony needs to know this. He needs to know
What do you
why.
mean, Anthony? Anthony doesn't know this?
Oh,
Anthony doesn't know this?
Anthony, you spent your whole life trying to be the opposite of him, but the real deal, the hero, the man who stays.
So he's not the real deal then, huh? Anthony Steele's not the real deal? You mean this is all a facade? You mean to tell me that he's not Anthony Steele that we see?
See, here's the thing,
that person?
Tom.
No? Yes, sir.
Anthony thinks he's the opposite of his father, but no, you're exactly like him, Anthony. See, he broke promises. You make excuses. He walked away. You'll run from the truth. He
Run from the
left you
truth?
and your mom behind, and deep
Whoa,
down,
whoa,
you
Mr.
know you're
Brightside, this is
destined
becoming too
to
personal
do
here.
the same. And now you got so much more to lose: a name, a reputation, a family. And that's the real irony, isn't it? You're trying to build what you never had, aren't you?
Never had.
But all you'll
Anthony,
do is
this is
destroy
bizarre.
it,
You know what?
because
This is
Anthony
bizarre last night on
Holloway
Sportswire.
can't break the cycle. See, I know what you're thinking. You have to be thinking, how does he
This is
know all
really-
this? How does let's just say I have my ways. But see,
Yeah,
no,
you got some ways. This is listen.
I
This
know
has been a
something,
bizarre
Tom.
night to begin with.
Tom,
Yes,
Tom,
sir.
I know something else too. A little
You do. What do you
secret.
know? A secret.
Yeah.
It's not the
See,
Madonna
something
song, right?
Anthony and and a loved one, some might say a girlfriend, have been working
No.
for
This is
it.
getting too personal. This is
No,
we don't want any trouble
something,
here tonight.
something, Tom, they've been planning for. Let
Been
me ask
planning
you,
for.
Anthony, let me ask you, be honest with me.
Whoa!
You want a child, don't you?
What?
Another generation?
Mr. Brightside,
Oh,
we gotta go. Mr. Brightside,
Another
we're getting
shot
way too
at
personal tonight on
rewriting the
Sports Wire.
story. But
This is
Anthony, let me make this clear, and I'll sum it up. Tom, I'll
we
sum
don't
it
want
up.
no more of this shooting. This
Look.
is shoot time at the Apollo. Oh my God, Anthony
His-
Steele, you have been turned. The tide has been turned on you. The tables have been turned on you because this is Mr. Brightside. Anthony, I'm gonna say that this is bizarre. I thought what I just saw between Ace Diamond and Mephisto was bizarre. Mr. Brightside is revealing personal information about you.
Well, see, Tom, he thinks his history can be rewritten, right? No. History isn't rewritten, Anthony.
No,
it's
sir.
repeated. You're not going to break the cycle. You're going to continue it. You're going to continue it, and on January 18th at New Year's Vengeance in Palo, Iowa, I'm going to show you and the world who you really are.
This is listen. You've
In an unsanctioned match, Tom. An unsanctioned match.
Mr.
Yeah,
Brightside,
no rules, no masks, just you and me.
But Anthony might try to kill you on Saturday after what you've said. You've talked about childs, you've talked about fathers, you've talked about mothers, you've talked about women. I mean, really. I mean, we've tried to move away from that stuff on Sportswire the last few months, and you've brought things up that are just I don't know right now.
I'm going to take it all away from you. Everything that you have.
Anthony, I'm going to, for once.
Do you hear me, Anthony? Everything you have, I am going to take it away. Your pride, your name, your future, your family. All mine.
This is too personal for me.
And at the end of the day, you'll finally see it too. And you're going to thank me.
This is Anthony Steele. Anthony Steele, you have been reduced to silence. I don't know what to do. I mean, all I can say is hit the sub button for the IMF. If you are here, this is a family station. We don't certainly condone and support these type of things. We don't want to bring up families of any sorts. We certainly had Rhino here, Stud Bronson, and James Fury. We certainly know that we want to be in prime time, and this is certainly an episode that Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Jerry Springer, Montel Williams would certainly, I'm sure, be envious of. But Anthony, I really don't know what to say other than we don't want to talk about people's family lives. We just want to be.
I know one person that doesn't want to say.
Wait, you know something, Anthony? Wait a minute.
I know exactly.
Let me hear it, Mr.
You
Holloway.
do? You better.
See, because the thing is, it pisses me off now that I have to wait 48 hours to fucking get my hands on.
It does,
you want to bring up? No. You shut the fuck up.
Oh my God!
You want to, dude? You want to talk about my dad? You want to talk about my dad? How he left? You want to bring up the facts where he tried to kill me? He wanted to take me out of existence. And you see, Brightside, that's the one thing that you've forgotten is if I can survive that, dude, I can survive anything. And you want to talk about how me and my girl trying to bring another life into this world. You see, here's the best thing is I can make a living, breathing being and it still produce better shit than you can.
Oh, God. Yeah, but what does that matter?
On January, no, you shut the fuck up. You want to make this personal. You want to show the world who Anthony Holloway is. You know who Anthony Holloway is? It's the dude that's going to beat the fucking dog shit out of you on Saturday. See, at this point, they might as well fucking turn it from an unsanctioned match to an MMA or a boxing match because I'm going to beat the fucking shit out of you. I'm going to not stop until you're unconscious.
Well, whatever it is, we're even getting people involved with this level. I do want to say that we don't endorse this on Sportswire. We really don't endorse this type of behavior. And we do want to say that we don't want to talk about anybody's personal lives, and we certainly hope
See,
that
that's the
these
thing.
individuals
That's the
can keep
thing,
it in order.
Tom. That's
Yes,
the thing,
sir.
Tom. You Brightside wants any fucking way to get up, right?
We don't want
what
that
is
here.
it? What is it?
We don't want any trouble
What is
tonight.
it with you? What is it with you, Brightside?
That's all.
Hold on. Is it jealousy? Is it jealousy that your boys couldn't get the job done, so you have to play Captain Save-A-Ho for WCE? Is it the fact that you've been regulated to multi-band matches and haven't been able to show the bright lights of a one-on-one? Or is it the fact that you know that my past doesn't depict who I am? See, it's okay. It's okay. I can understand my past makes me who I am. And on Saturday, I'm going to show you that my past is meant to be just that. The past. It is something that has been gone. It is something that I buried a long, long time ago. Because let's get a little personal, right
Oh,
side.
we've done that the last 20 minutes here so far.
See, because when I was growing up, that man, that being that is projected as my father. See, I always heard about it growing up, how he was a wrestler. He would do the same thing I do. He would travel. He'd wrestle in a ring in front of an audience and show the world what he really was made of. And you know what, Brightside? All of that came out to be a lie. A lie, just like when my dad told me growing up. He didn't leave. He said he didn't leave. He was forced out. But see, I'm smart, Brightside. Just as much as you could do your research on me, I could do my research on anybody. He didn't leave. He wasn't kicked out. He left. He left in September of 2001. I was 9 months old. He willingly departed my life and forgot me like I was nothing. And what I did was I vowed from finding out every piece of that information to do the complete opposite of what that man did to me. And that is, if I bring a child into this world, that I'm going to give it the best damn life that it could ever fucking have. And that's when I say that I will be one of the best professional wrestlers that this world has ever seen, that I will achieve that goal. And on Saturday, I'm going to make another promise. And that promise is to show you that if you want to get personal, this is the wrong man to do it with. Because on Saturday, January 18th, at the Palo Community Center, I'm going to beat you within an inch of your fucking life. No more laughing, no more jokes. It's just going to be me and you. No one can stop me. No one can touch me. And no one will ever remember who Brightside really is again. Because all they're going to see is a broken, beaten, battered fucking man. And I'm going to send you to the ER to where you're going to have surgery on your face to where they have to rebuild it from top to fucking bottom.
This is way personal for my liking, Anthony. I know you have a lot going on. House of Wolves, that's obviously a thing. But this, to me, is personal. This is way above my pay grade. I only just want to see you guys go out there in the ring. Mr. Brightside, yes.
Remember how you feel right now. Remember how you feel when you're giving me that beating of a lifetime. When you're putting me in the hospital, remember how you feel, because at the end of this, you're going to feel a whole lot worse. And if I may say so myself, from what you just told me, I'm right.
You're right. You're right. Anthony, you know what? You have had some memorable moments on the Sportswire, but this one, I don't know what to say. I'm going to actually say it, Anthony, that we don't want to bring up people's personal lives. We don't want to go down that road. We just want to, as somebody that's actually donated 2 tickets to the show, we want to see people enjoy and have a good time at the Palo Community Center. We don't want to get into people's personal lives, but this might be a little much. As a matter of fact, one promoter who just told me, who shall name nameless, a pro wrestling promoter just messaged me and said, boy, these two guys seem to be personal. I said, yeah, we didn't know anything about this. I mean, we certainly, Anthony, we just wanted to see it in the ring. Yes.
Tom. See,
yes.
He wants to bring up my family. Let's bring up the new family.
Yeah,
the House of Wolves.
Bring them up. And please,
you see the fan. Look, bright side. You don't understand what this family really means. This family, when we need each other, we call on each other. You see, that's the one thing that you don't have. You don't have someone to call on. You don't have someone to lean on. And you see, when it comes to me versus you, the only thing that you're gonna have to lean on this Saturday is those ropes to bounce back into another punch. Because right now, I'm gonna tell you this: count me as Muhammad Ali. I'm gonna be floating like a butterfly. I'm gonna sting like a bee, and I'm gonna knock your ass the fuck out.
Oh my God, Mr. Brightside, I really hope that this is what you wanted, because this is a bit more for my liking. That's all I'm gonna say.
Of course, this is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. See, and Anthony, every step of the way, I'm one step ahead. Every step of the way, everything you do, I know. And yeah, I don't have a family or anybody to lean on. I did.
You got us on Sportswire, Mr. Brightside, though. You do have us.
I do have Tom, but I had someone once.
Oh, you did?
And it took losing that special someone to realize the true beauty in life. But see, at the end of the day, I'm just me. But see, you, Anthony, you know, I told you once that I don't like you, and I don't.
I can see that obviously from tonight.
I don't. I don't like you at all. But, and I don't respect you. I don't respect you at all. But at the end of this, when this is all said and done, I hope I do.
You do.
I won't, but I hope I do.
Look, be careful what you wish for, because you know what I learned tonight, ladies and gentlemen, before we let these two gentlemen get off the air, is that we're in uncharted times right now. This figuratively and literally is New Year's vengeance. Anthony Steele just left. Anthony Steele never leaves. Anthony Steele's had enough. He's had enough. We don't want any more trouble on Sportswire. Anthony Steele has had enough. He has had enough tonight. Anthony
now
Steele,
it's just me and you.
Mr. Brightside, you know what? We're going to get out of here in a minute, but I'll tell you what. I mean, this is just, I mean, we've got even guys like Xavier Thorne coming in here saying that Steele is out, and they're shocked. They're shocked. I have never seen this before. Anthony Steele is no longer here. He's no longer here. Wait a minute. He's coming back. He's got one more word in it. Wait, he's left again. He's coming in. He's disappearing. No. This is bizarre. Tonight is bizarre. First of all, we had Mephisto and Ace Diamond and Time Travels. We've got Anthony Steele walking off the show. You went personal. This is unheard of. For a lot of people here, I mean, this is just, Mr. Brightside, I really hope for your sake that you got what you wanted, because you went down a road that I wouldn't do to my worst enemy. I don't think Rhino, the Man Beast, the War Machine, the most recent TNA Impact Wrestling Hall of Famer, who is here, World War Stud Bronson, who's wrestling Savio Vega next weekend, WWE legend who once upon a time wrestled Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania, and yesterday's guest, the Eternal Flame James Fury, who was a part of one of the most memorable moments in Major League Wrestling in 2024, would have did what you just did. I hope you got what you wanted, sir.
Tom, I'll be honest with you. No.
Yes, sir. Please do.
I have not got what I wanted.
You didn't? What do you mean? What do you mean?
On January 18th, New Year's Vengeance, when Anthony's looking up at the bright lights and me standing above him, then I will.
You will?
It's only a matter of time, Tom. It's only a matter of time.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. This has been 2+ months in the making. It's been born here on this platform. You two have gone back and forth, and it's all going to come to a head here at an unsanctioned match, which you don't see too often. And Mr. Brightside, you have made Anthony Steele do something I have never seen anybody do to him, and that he walked off. He walked off his own shit, and he loves to be here. He loves to talk. Yeah. And he left. You went down a road that, like I said, Mr. Brightside, I really hope that you know what you're doing. You talked about things that I wouldn't have said to my worst enemy. And I know that the three of the greatest wrestlers that have ever stepped foot in the ring, that have been here figuratively and literally, would not have done those same things. I hope you know what you're doing. The only other thing I can say before I let you go and try to, finish this show out, and we got a main event to talk about, please support the IMF. I cannot stress enough the importance. If you've seen it get real personal tonight, with the likes of Mephisto and Ace Diamond and certainly Anthony Steele and Mr. Brightside, you have to go hit that sub button to the IMF. You have to. If you don't, I really don't know what you're thinking, because the IMF are here. They're here every month. We love them. I've donated 2 tickets to this show. So there's 2 people that are going to get a chance to see Mr. Brightside and Anthony Steele kill each other. There may not be an Anthony Steele or a Mr. Brightside walking this earth after this Saturday night in the Palo Community Center. So you have to support the IMF. You have to go hit that sub button. You have to do it. Mr. Brightside, I'm going to give you a last word. Anything else you want to say here for what one of the most memorable performances I've seen anybody has had toward Anthony Steele?
No, I think I've said enough.
Do you think, though, this last question, somebody privately messaged me and said that, do you think that you've broke Anthony Steele enough that he's going to figuratively and literally lose everything this Saturday, in your opinion?
Not yet.
Wait, whoa. You mean to say not yet?
Not yet. I still have.
You just did tonight.
See, don't get me wrong, Tom. You want a last word? Here's the last word.
Well, you can have. I don't want to turn into what Anthony Steele did.
A long road ahead of me. The match with Anthony is not. It's not going to be easy, and he is right.
No?
He's going to beat me down. He's going to beat me harder and faster than he's beat anybody before. He might want to kill
you after this. Are you sure you want
this?
He's
going to try to kill me, but if he doesn't, then I'll just do what I have to do. And that's show the world what Anthony Holloway is all about.
Well, you know what? You certainly... What a memorable night tonight. As I said in my intro, the IMF was coming back with New Year's vengeance and a platform they helped build and a platform that got us to speak with that man. And yeah, they've done that tonight. They have done that, and Mr. Brightside is back. He is back, and I'll tell you what, is it with vengeance? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I just want to say you are one of those 2 lucky people that's going to the Palo Community Center thanks to me. You are in for a show. You are in for Ace Diamond and the Bronco Chase with Mephisto. Anthony Steele being a broken man. I mean, almost he should come out to a Rage Against the Machine song. I mean, Born of a Broken Man. I mean, that's what it seems like. I mean, somebody cue Zach De La Rocha and Tom Morello here. But I don't know. But there ain't no bomb track here. Well, yeah, lights out Guerrilla Radio. We are Sportswire should be called Guerrilla Radio now. Thank you, Mr. Brightside. We will let you go. We will let you leave here, and we'll see you hopefully once again. But yep, there you have it. That was Mr. Brightside and what was left of Anthony Steele. And Freddie Daniels thinks Anthony Steele was on McDonald's Wi-Fi. No, I think before we get to the main event, this is personal. I think that's personal. Yes, thank you, Xavier Thorne, for your comments. Yeah. Oh my, yep, Dakota, the tables have been turned. I have never seen. Has anybody ever seen the tables turned on Anthony Steele like this? Jordan, I appreciate you coming in here, but I don't know what I just saw here tonight. I just don't know. And Anthony, I don't know. That's not my business. I don't know what he's doing. Our man, Ed Pizzo, And I was going to give you Anthony Steele's information, but I don't know what he's thinking right now. I don't know. Better watch out Saturday. You know what? This is like Jerry Springer. This is like Jenny Jones. This is like Montel, Ricky Lake. And by the way, prayers to Ricky Lake. She lost her home in the wildfires. A lot of people say, tonight is like the wildfires on Sportswire. I've seen Mephisto and Ace Diamond, Steele and Brightside. And by the way, yeah, holy hell. What did you just witness? You know what? We got a main event to talk about right now. We're going to do it here right now. We're going to bring those participants in that House of Wolves and whatever's left of the foundation. We're going to do it here. Wait a minute. We got 1, 2, 3, and now we got 4 and 5. And ladies and gentlemen, after what I just witnessed the past hour, you guys, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, we could begin. We could begin. But go ahead. Go ahead. Does anybody want to talk? We're live.
Please start. Foundation Sinners. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Good idea. Somebody please talk to me.
Go ahead, homie.
Rhino will never come back to Sportswire after what we witnessed tonight. Well, boy,
Yeah, Omen, you're the one with the message to send, right? You have the message, right? You're the messenger, right? What's your message?
The message will be received on the 18th, this Saturday, boys. Especially for you two, Parsley and Soldier. See, these two, Felix and El Drago, they're just standbys. They're just victims of war. That's exactly what they will be. That's exactly what will happen Saturday. War. War is a powerful thing, woman. We all should know that.
Very powerful.
Hell, since we've been born, all we've known is war. They taught you it in school. You hear about it in the news every day.
Tonight we've seen it.
New Year's vengeance will be no different.
Well,
now this is the time where you guys respond.
Yeah, good idea. Hello. Yeah, I'm with Gabe Sayers. This is a war. It seems like it. What a bizarre.
Usually you thump Justin. Usually thump Bible when you're talking about sinners and the sins and whatnot. But now you're just gonna sit there and be quiet.
Very quiet. Man. Very quiet.
To Omen Black, I say, bring the war. All is fair in love and war. This has to be a war, but look what you're left with. What people that were they were sinners. They need some direction and guidance, and then the tag team champions. You think that this is a threatening atmosphere? You think that whenever you attack us the way you attacked us and left us, that causes a threatening atmosphere?
You misled them. You misled McCoy and Steele. They're following a blind leader, being blind themselves. It's not my fault that I opened their eyes for them. He opened their eyes. He's opened all of our eyes, in all honesty. And that's our mission for the IMF. We're going to open everyone's eyes to wake up. We are the red pill in the IMF. While you two just sit there taking your blue pill, thinking everything's okay. We're here to tell you it's not. Everyone in that back, in that locker room, knows it's not okay because we all have to follow you two. Hell, look at these two idiots. They're following you two into a bloodbath. Because they have no choice. But here in the house, it's our choice to bring the war to you, gentlemen.
Well, it is a war, to say the least. I mean, Soldier, I see you sitting there. I know it's been a bizarre night to say the least. But anything that you'd like to say about this so far, because this is definitely turning into a world war, to quote Stud Bronson.
Come on, soldier. You wanted this. You wanted this. So whatever happens is on your hands. And I'm looking at it like I gotta beat up my little brother. Even Brett had to put Owen straight a couple times.
You want to talk about brothers? Is that what you want to do, soldier? You want to talk brothers? Let's talk about some famous brothers throughout history and in the Bible. Let's talk about the famous brothers of Cain and Abel. And we all know how that ended. When Cain got sick and tired of Abel's favoritism and nepotism from God himself, he struck him down. Let's talk about other brothers. Romulus and Remus. Romulus killed his brother Remus just because he wanted the glory of being known. He founded Rome itself. Let's talk about Soldier GP and Omen Black. Thomas, did you know that we're actual brothers?
Did I know you were actual brothers? I'm not going down the Mr. Brightside road tonight. Enlighten us. How about that? You enlighten us, because Mr. Brightside shared some information that was a little too much for this platform tonight. So you can tell us about your relationship with Soldier GP. You tell us.
Me, Soldier, and Dirty Donnie, we are all blood brothers.
Really?
And you see, I got sick and tired of living in my big brother's shadow, just like Cain. And now it is time for me to kill my brother Abel.
We don't want to kill anybody here. Mr. Brightside already revealed information that we really don't want to even talk about here. And you know what, Il Drago, Omen makes a good point. He says, you know, you and Felix are going into this and it's a war and there's blood being shed. And I mean, are you sure you want to go into this Saturday?
Absolutely, Uso. First
Yes,
things
sir.
first, Uso Tom, thank you for having everybody here. I appreciate it.
We appreciate everybody being here.
This is towards all of House of Books, including Omen Black. Outside and inside the industry, all of you are my Usos or have been my Usos at a point in time or still are. Me and Felix, last time I checked, we whooped NWE in Rage in the Cage. Okay? So I'm not worried about the tag team. I've been waiting for me and Ox to go one-on-one. This is a perfect moment in war. Taiwan, I'm Samoan. I know all about war, Usos. So I was born in war. I come from war. I'm risen on war. I will fight with Soldier and Parsley. Even Felix. Even though I don't want to. But I will do this if I have to. Because if it makes everything right, that's the way.
But can you trust them, Drago? You know, you have had a war with Felix these past few months. Parsley is obviously, you have history with him, and we've seen that. I mean, can you trust these two guys this Saturday? I mean, there is a point to be made with that.
I could try.
Oh, I'll give you that much. Considering the way things have gone tonight, that's all you can do is try.
You asked if we can trust them.
Yeah.
Parsley came out to back us up when we got jumped at the last show.
Last episode.
It's not. We don't have a choice. We have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going against the House of Wolves.
Bizarro Land is certainly
How naive you sound. And this is why turning on you is the greatest thing ever. You turn your back on me for Damian Saint. You turn your back on me for Justin Parsley. I'm telling you right now, Soldier, if you didn't turn around that day at Winter Clash and help that piece of shit right there, knows what happened. This is your fault. And you want to talk about family? Drago, you want to talk about family? Soldier. Just like how I said, we're related. Same mom, different dads. I want you to know. I was there when yours took his last breath.
Whoa. We had enough with that with Brightside. No. We gotta go away from that. We just saw what Brightside said about Steele. We're not going down that road. Let's dial it back a minute. Jason Myers, you have just been. Nobody can touch you in the ring right now. You're here a part of this. I mean, you must want to show Felix Jones as to why he not only is what's on his screen, but why he doesn't belong in anywhere near you in a ring, and certainly the rest of the House of Wolves.
It's not just Felix. Just like Omen said earlier, where they're misleading. It's called a false prophet. See, Omen Black showed the true way. I chose him for a reason. And there's got to be a reason that Felix didn't help either of his false prophets. Tell me, Felix, why didn't you get in the ring and help?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
That's a
about
good point. We
got
talked
going
about that
on.
last time we were all here. We brought that up. Felix Jones didn't help Justin Parsley. He didn't help Soldier GP. He didn't go into that. He didn't go into that fire. Omen talked about the fire,
Does
right?
he know what I know about Omen? About the truth?
Well, we don't. If it's too personal, we just saw what Brightside did tonight. We saw what Mephisto and Diamond did. Keep it to the payload community. We don't want any more trouble. Felix Jones, you do have some answers. We need answers, and you're gonna have to give us some.
The reason I didn't get in the ring and help Soulja and Parsley was, first of all, I'm not gonna help Foundation. That's just me. Like, I literally just went to war with Drago. I'm not gonna turn around and help them. And me and Parsley, we had our differences at that night. We had some head bumping, but we figured
You guys
it out,
don't look the same anymore either.
here. That's why I'm here.
Well, you certainly both don't have the same haircut. We'll go with that. But Mr. Parsley, you've obviously been quiet. I know you are the hall monitor, but definitely not hall monitor like on this episode. I know you've said a few things about Mr. Wakefield's other half. He'll be here tomorrow. He's certainly goading you. I don't know if he's been in cahoots with Omen Black, but he just praised Omen Black just now. So obviously, I don't know what those two have up their sleeves. I'll leave
Neither
that.
of those men are well right now, I don't think, mentally.
Well,
just based on what I've seen.
He's here at 8:30 tomorrow. He'll get it. He'll get his. But Mr. Parsley, you have been uncharacteristically somber tonight. You want to elaborate or anything?
I mean, I have a question for Omen or whatever that thing
by all
is.
means, do so tonight.
Omen, what happened to Cain? What was Cain's glory from God? Did he live forever? Did he get to enter the kingdom of heaven? What was Cain's story? Death?
You okay there?
They all die out. Everybody dies out. That's the way the story goes. But to do it blasphemy, the way you're doing it, the way you're quoting scripture and screaming and cussing in the middle of it, like there's just nothing. There's something so off about this Omen. Like from it's not just the sunglasses. It's not just the bleeding off screen. I mean, something is so off about Omen, and I don't even know how to talk to it.
Yeah.
You know what? You shut your mouth. Gary, help me.
Who's Gary?
What the fuck?
Soldier, you have anything you want to say? Anything you'd like to address? Well, Zilla says that she doesn't trust Justin Parsley and Felix Jones anymore. Ed Pizzo, my man Ed Pizzo, we'll talk to Ed off the air. He says the only one's the winner. The truth is the winner. Well, thank you for that. Gabe Sayer says Soldier, he wouldn't betray him. Justin versus Drago, I think they're teaming together. Our friends in Michigan, thank you for tuning in, the ROEW. Yeah, that's the best thing to go. IMF. Xavier Thorne, not the time to comment here. Justin Parsley's actually right about something. Well, you know what? That is Colton Lee, Monday's guest, and he's obviously joined the conversation, and he knows a few things, and I'm sure he'll be here tomorrow for that. But obviously, this is just one of those episodes, and Ox isn't talking. He's not talking because he's letting Omen do the talking for him. He doesn't have to
too
say
much
anything.
porn a long way.
No, you know what? We're not going down that road. We've had a bizarre enough of a night. I mean, but I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to, before we move on and end this show, Felix, there is a point to be made. Can everybody trust Felix Jones? You talked about foundation. You just fought the foundation. You've had your issues with Mr. Parsley. You've certainly had your issues with Soldier. But are you a double agent?
A double agent? What kind of question is that?
Mr. Myers said that he knows the truth.
Me and Parsley, we had our differences that night, but we settled them. I am here to help my real father, Justin Parsley, and that is it.
But you wait a minute. You just said real father, but next to you is the man that actually brought you into this world. And you still talked about it as the real father.
48 hours, he is my tag partner.
Well, wouldn't you want to be more respectful toward your tag partner?
When the time comes, I'll have his back. But until then, he is a tag partner and an affiliate, and he is on my side and going into this battle with whatever we are going up against with Omen and the rest of his goons.
I'm going to ask this question. We are here with a slew of stars here, and Il Drago has rejoined us here because, unfortunately, he's had some technical difficulties. I'm going to take this off the screen, so thank you for that. Well, one of them's here, really, but thank you for letting us know. And Omen is bleeding in. Please, if you're out there, do not try this at home. I know there are people out here in this chat. People are messaging me. Please.
My apologies, Thomas. Well,
you know what? We don't want.
He had broken. No, Thomas, I have the mic. You let me talk.
Well, actually, I'm going to cut you off in a minute because Rhino liked me having the microphone. So if Rhino liked it, we're going to let me talk for a minute because right now I see you bleeding right now. And I do have to tell the audience because there are people out here, children watching this. Do not try this at home. These are professionals. They're the ones that go out there. They'll be there in the Palo Community Center. Nobody getting the ideas. We are here, though, with the House of Wolves members, Ox McCoy, the IMF Hardcore Champion. He doesn't have to talk. We're here with Jason Myers, one half of the tag team champions from the Midwest Express, now the House of Wolves. We're here with Il Drago, the Samoan Dragon. By the way, he's here with me Sunday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time. The High Chief Talks. We're not talking anything about this, but we'll talk about some things that I hope we'll have a good time for. We're here with Felix Jones, who's, let's just say, something of the Midwest. We're a family station. I'm not going to repeat that. We got Soldier GP, the popular monster, who's in a different mood. We've got the whole monitor of Sportzwire Radio, who said some things about Chase Wakefield, but I'm letting Chase Wakefield address, and we are here with the IMF World Champion, Omen Black. It is his show. He's the boogie. He was the boogeyman. He's the anything else you want him to be. He's from the House of Wolves, and my name is the Reverend Tom Bryce. So let me ask this question to anybody here. Is the future of the IMF at stake here? I asked this question to Omen when he was here not long ago. It turned into a different conversation with Soldier and Mr. Parsley, but is the future of the IMF at stake here Saturday night in the Palo Community Center?
I think
it kind of looks like it, don't it?
I think that the future of this company hangs in the balance of this match. We're showing everybody that comes and sees the shit that the foundation or even the sinners do is wrong. The foundation are selfish. They're only there to get what they can get from it.
That's exactly right, my brother. That's exactly right. See, Thomas, this right here is all they care about. right here.
What do they care about? You tell me what they care about.
This world title.
I see it. Pretty belt there.
Their greed drives them to this. That's all they want.
But Drago's got the briefcase still. I mean, shouldn't you be worried about Drago just as much as anybody else? Drago is the high chief. He's got that briefcase. What if something goes awry here in this match? Could Drago?
Drago knows better not to cash in.
Drago, you want to talk about that? You want to say anything toward that? Because you do have a card here that you could play toward anybody, especially maybe even toward
Mr. as my last days in the foundation. Or Omen's last days.
Omen's last days.
See, sold to GP, he was more fond of other members in the foundation, while Omen and Drago became closer. You see, but Drago, this isn't Omen talking to you when I tell you this. Just sit there and stay out of the way.
Stay out of the way.
I can't do that, Uso. And who's to say maybe Tom's right? Maybe after Foundation, or what used to be Foundation, because we found us in, whoops your guys' asses or your team's butts, and I safely cash in on you with soldiers standing right over you right now on Sportswire. How would that make you in the House of Wolves feel?
Woof woof.
You see, we're not idiots like you guys. You put guys together who never worked together before, make it a new name, make it a new foundation, saying whatever the hell it's called. Just like the Galactic Rock Stars of the Galaxy, where the hell they are.
Let's not go there.
You put 3 guys together, it's a brand new team. Oh, we need a brand new name. We're not even like you guys. You guys are irrelevant and intellectual pawn scum. Us the Wolves, we are here to bring change. We're to help to save the IMF. While you guys are stuck in your own ways. Hell,
all right.
You guys,
all right. Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Listen. Now I sat here and I listened to all the bullshit that came from your mouth. All the bullshit. Each one of you. Each one of this House of Wolves. I've already defeated the House of Wolves before. Did I not? Now, Ox. You came from the center.
Super soldier coming out to sit next to the rescue.
No offense, but wasn't that the whole outline of the Sinners was going to take over the IMF? And what happened? You failed. Now, Myers, back in the yard, you were part of a team with Stryker, Felix.
Say his name.
Chia. You guys
say
were the
name. You say the other person's name.
You were the future, and you were the same shit. The same shit. We're here to take over IMF. But how'd that work out? It did.
It's not a takeover.
This is your second time around. Black. Your second time. The House of Wolves failed the first time.
How'd the first run go?
I defeated him before. I defeated him before. And I can do it again.
And I whooped your ass before as well, soldier.
What happened, though? What happened in the ultimate situation with the House of Wolves? You guys self-destructed yourself, actually.
He had lost his way, but he has been found again.
And I will beat him again. I sat here and I listened. Now, I'm not going to talk anymore because Saturday I'm going to show you Omen Black, Jason Myers, Ox McCoy, and the other one,
Jordan Nets.
We're going to beat the fuck out of you guys. Plain and simple.
Promise.
I'm going to stop
the house Gary
before it starts. I'm going to stop the house before it starts.
Do you promise, Gary? You think you could beat me, Gary? Answer me!
I think that he's done all the talking. We've obviously had a lot of talking tonight. I do want to say before I give everybody a few last words, please go to the IMF's YouTube page. Give them a sub. They're closing in on 3,100 subscribers. Facebook, if you want to go and buy a ticket, I've donated too. So if there are two people out there you'd like to go watch this match, you'd like to see if Ace Diamond makes it in the six-man tag, the Midwestern States Championship, obviously the unsanctioned match between Anthony Steele and Mr. Brightson. We have a triple threat match. Thomas McEntee, who's here next Saturday, is against Tyler Fury, who's definitely, I don't know if he's got as enough Fury as James Fury does, but he'll be in the ring against Nicholas Crenson, the RCW champion. So some great matches. Check them all out. Please, if you want to buy a ticket, go to the IMF's Facebook page. Also, give them a follow on Instagram, TikTok. Check them out on YouTube. And Ed, thank you, Mr. Ed Pizzo. I will connect you to the owner of the IMF when we're off the air. He's a very important man. I will take care of that. The Anarchy Gunshot says, what's up? A lot tonight. You can tune in and find out more about it later. It's definitely intense. Thank you, Darkfire. It is a very intense show. We had Mr. Brightside go to a road that nobody's going toward Anthony Steele. We had Ace Diamond and Mephisto running around from each other in different streams. It felt like I was in a movie, and we've had this tonight. So let's give everybody an opportunity to say some final words. Felix Jones, I'm going with you. Obviously, we'll see what you do coming up here this Saturday in the Palo Community Center. You got the floor. Give me some closing thoughts.
There's nothing left to say. I don't know what I've got myself into at all. I am going into something. I don't know what we are going into, and that's the scariest thing. But yes. I'll see those boys Saturday, and what will happen, the outcome, and they aren't going to like the outcome. They aren't going to like the outcome, because the outcome is going to be me, Parsley, Soulja, and Drago coming out on top.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll certainly find out. There's no question.
Open your eyes, Felix.
Well, that was definitely a good altar bridge.
You're lost following blind leaders themselves.
Well, I mean, obviously that was. Yep, God.
You are way better than each of them on your team, and you know that.
Okay, well,
thank you alive following them.
All right, I'm going to go to Jason Myers next. Obviously, Champ, I'm going to give you the opportunity to say some final words, and the floor is yours.
You can say you've beaten me before, but with the power of him on our side, there's no way that any of you can touch us. With him protecting us, we are the only ones that can stand tall.
Well said. That's well said. I do want to say hello to my buddy Barry Gutman from the friendly confines of Brooklyn, New York. Barry, don't try this at home. Bizarre episode. Barry's a hardcore gamer. Give him a sub. It's been a hardcore show on Sportswire. Thank you, Barry. Il Drago, I definitely hope to see you here Sunday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time. I'll certainly, I'm sure we'll maybe or maybe not talk about this. Probably not, because I don't think I want to go in depth to what happened tonight on Sportswire. I'll let the people, when they post that, we'll talk about it then. But I do want to pass the baton to you. I want to wish you well this weekend. I know also anniversary coming up for you as well. Definitely want to say congratulations on that. And please be the high chief that you are. And the floor is yours.
Appreciate that, Tom. I really do.
Yes, sir.
Uso, I would like to say it's going to be a hell of a show this Saturday. If you can, if you haven't already, try and purchase a ticket. If not, get it at the door. Bell time, I believe, is at 6 or 6:30.
6 o'clock, 6:30 is when the doors open at 6. Bell time 6:30. If for whatever reason you don't have a ticket, I did donate too. So if you really don't have the money, somebody will get a chance to go to the show. So
I would like to say the boys are ready for Saturday. Omen, you're gonna see. We already know this is a different side of everybody that's in House of Wolves. This is a different side of you I've never seen. So I hope you're ready to see a different side of me. And appreciate you, Tom. Appreciate all of y'all.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate that. And go give Barry a sub on YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel, and he's got a lot of subs. So,
all right, can I say one more thing?
You can say 100 things. Please do.
Okay, appreciate that, Uso. I like to appreciate and just give a thanks to all the viewers that tune in to Sportswire, everybody, all the fans that watch ROEW, IMF, all the federations out there. If you love us, you like what you see on Sportswire, especially from our host, Tom, don't forget to spike that like button. Don't forget to like IMF, everything like that. We love our fans. We love y'all.
The IMF.
Appreciate y'all.
And I truly want to say, just a minute here to cut in. I know there's a couple of guys, just to break the fourth wall for a minute. We love the IMF on Sportswire, and we cannot thank enough the IMF for every month giving us an opportunity to speak about their shows. It's a pleasure to donate tickets to the community. We love the community here. We love the IMF. We love the Palo fans, and I can't thank the IMF enough for the opportunities to be here with us on Sportswire. And I can't thank enough all the people that tune in. There's a lot of people that have tuned in tonight and a lot of people that have tuned in recently. And better be here Sunday night, 9 o'clock for the High Chief. So if you like what you saw tonight, you better be here for Sunday night. But please go out there and support the IMF. I couldn't agree with you more. And Mr. Barnes, yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just like to give a special shout out and a thank you to Rhino to appearing and showing up on Sportswire.
Oh yes, thank you for Rhino. No, seriously, we need to thank Rhino because Rhino coming here really, it was the greatest endorsement anybody can do. I mean, for Rhino to come here, we wouldn't have had Stud Bronson, we wouldn't have had James Fury. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. I'm gonna say it. I hope this doesn't get me in trouble, but I hear through the grapevine. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna tell you who, but I hear through the grapevine that there could be a Samoan wrestling dynasty legend coming to this platform real soon. I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to say who, but I'm just going to tell you that there could be a Samoan dynasty wrestling legend coming to this platform real soon. Let's just say he's The Rock approved. He's The Rock approved. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. So if you thought Rhino was big, wait till what might be really coming next to Sportswire. So we really want to thank the fans for tuning in. We really want to thank Rhino because without Rhino being here, we wouldn't have had James Fury and Stud Bronson. But enough about that. Let's get to closing thoughts because these men really do want to kill me. Then we'll never make it to those names. Justin Parsley, you're the hall monitor of Sportswire Radio. I'm sure Mr. Wakefield's going to have a lot to say about you, similar to Mr. Black did. I'm going to pass the baton to you and anything else you might want to say before we say sayonara.
Yeah, I like the fact that Omen Black cleared the air and told the truth about Felix being the best one on the team because he is the best one on the team. And that means he's better than all of you because we know that the three of us are too. So any combination against this four-man group that we've created would not last. So we'll put the House of Wolves. I'm going to go ahead and tell Felix what's going to happen because he doesn't know what he's getting himself into. We're going to take these House of Wolves, these wild dogs, these four men that have called themselves wild dogs. We're going to domesticate them like the little bitches they are. And then we're going to take them out back behind the shed and we're going to put them down.
Well, you know,
just we like don't. Old Yeller.
We don't condone any animal-related activities. Thank you, Mr. Parsley, for at least telling what you want to do. I'll leave that at that. We'll say thank you very much. If you have a word, Soldier, you're welcome to say it. If not, I'll just move on to Mr. Black since he is the IMF World Champion. He'll get the last word because Omen's going to speak on behalf of Ox, I'm sure.
Come on, big guy. Yeah, man.
You brought up Cain and Abel. You brought up Romulus and Remus. You brought up the whole, brother killing brother. But you got one thing wrong. You called me Abel. This Saturday, I'm going to have to cane you. And it's going to be you before it's me. I've already done this rodeo once. And I've already beat him once. Remember, Omen, you wanted this. You want to sit there and talk about how we blindly led people, but you're blindly leading these wrestlers to their dooms. Just remember, when it's all said and done, you wanted this, not me.
Well, there is somebody that does say Soldier is the best. So, I mean, certainly there are Soldier fans out there in force, and they are Team Soldier all the way.
Says it is his wife.
Well, what I said we're not going down that road, but what road we are going down is please sub to the IMF. So we're not going to go down people's personal. We saw what Brightside did to Steele. We'll leave that at that. Omen, you're the champion. You got the last word. Anything else? You got the floor.
See, let's start with you, Parsley. You want to sit there and kind of reverse what I said about Felix. And you guys are all three the best, better than us. I hope you really believe that. Because it's going to feel so much better to prove you wrong. He will prove you wrong. Just a matter of time, Parsley. Felix, you heard what I said. You are eons ahead of these guys. You just need to be led down the right path. I'll show you. Just mark my words. I'll show you the path. Let's now talk to you, soldier. Mr. Stolen Valor himself. You say, I wanted this? You're absolutely right. I wanted this. He wanted this. But, Gary, you caused this. And you think this Saturday can just be the end of the story? No, gentlemen, our story is just beginning. And I can't wait to take you down the road of suffering. Like I said before, Tom, the greater the peace needs to be a greater the suffering. That's exactly what will happen as I'm leading the pact down a new path.
Well, you know what? I think that obviously we'll certainly see what happens Saturday night. The Palo Community Center, we're now less than 48 hours away. It is going to be quite a show, and the IMF is back on Sportswire with vengeance. This is going to be one of the most memorable shows I've done in a long time, right up there with Rhino, Stud Bronson, and James Fury. I mean, Chase Wakefield, boy, I don't even know how you're going to show up tomorrow. I mean, you have to follow this up. Mr. Parsley is going to be angry. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people angry. Anthony Steele actually didn't left the show. He didn't want to talk anymore. And Mephisto and Ace Diamond were running around. I mean, this was just one of those shows that I'm going to remember for a long time. What a week it's been. I can't wait to see what the IMF has in store. If you haven't yet, go out and buy a ticket. I've donated 2 already. So if there's 2 people that want to go, you get that opportunity. Every month I will donate 2 tickets to an IMF show. So if there's a kid out there and a family, you're in luck. You're going to go because I'm in New York, the Big Apple. And if the way I've seen tonight's show, I might want to stay here because these guys will kill me if I show up. But obviously, thank you, Coda. Yeah, the fact that Ox, he's got something planned, I agree. Ed, thank you for tuning in. I do, before I got to go, want to wish my buddy Jacob Bard a happy birthday from a beautiful Borough Park in Brooklyn. I forgot to wish him happy birthday yesterday because we had James Fury, but I want to wish him a great day. Hope the 34th year he's on this earth will be the best one yet. Thank you for your friendship for the past 15 years. Hope you have a great day and a blessed one. Happy belated birthday, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for your support. But Ox just did something there. He certainly means that we got to go. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice, figuratively and literally, where all wrestling matters. 8:30 p.m. tomorrow. Chase Wakefield's here on Sportswire. He's going to say something. And, boy, Drago's got the briefcase. Omen's bleeding. Jason Myers is holding gold. Justin Parsley's a hall monitor. Soldier's quiet. Felix Jones is playing something. And Ox doesn't have to say anything. What a show. And, oh, by the way, Steele walked off. Brightside had plenty to say. And that was Jovi, Freddie, Ace, and Mephisto, and all hell broke loose. Thank you, everybody. Hit the sub button for the IMF. And until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. On the number one Global Radio Station, that is Sportswire Radio, where all wrestling matters. Thank you, Rhino. Thank you for coming on here. Thank you, Stud Bronson. Thank you, James Fury. And stay tuned. You might see another big name. Can't say anything else, but
Felix, open your eyes.
Well, that was a great Alter Bridge song, but